Hello, good morning. We will discuss on Banker's algorithm. We know it's a deadlock avoidance algorithm. How we can avoid deadlock. The technique is, before processing the processes, we have to inform the processor what requests are given, how many processes are there, and how much resource it requires for each process. That will be already given to the processor, so that it will process according to its priority. Whatever the resources required for processor, it will check the current allocation, how much resource is allocated, and it will check the current availability. If available resource is sufficient for a process, then first that process will be executed. In this manner, deadlock avoidance can be done. It is also called deadlock detection algorithm, because if finally we will find out a safe sequence, then there will be no deadlock. If we will not get any safe sequence, then there must be deadlock. So let us see how we will solve such type of problems. In this problem, 4 processes are given: P0, P1, P2, P3 and P4. This is the maximum need of resource A, resource B and resource C. A, B, C are 3 different type of resources. P0 requires 7 resource of A, 5 resource of B and 3 resource of C to complete its execution. This is the maximum need for P0. Current allocation: in current state, P0 is having 0 resource of A, 1 resource of B and 0 resource of C. What are the available resources in the system? In the system, A is having 3 resource available, freely available, we can assign to any process, and B having 3 resource, C having 2 resource. First of all, we have to find out what are the remaining need for each process. So, for process P0, this is the maximum need and this is the current allocation. So, remaining need equal to maximum need minus current allocation. So, 753, 7 minus 0 is 7, 5 minus 1 is 4, 3 minus 0. Next, for process P1, 3 minus 2, 1, 2 minus 0, 0, 2 minus 0, 2. For process P2, 9 minus 3 is 6, 0 minus 0, 2 minus 2. For process P3, 2 minus 2 is 0, 2 minus 1, 1, 2 minus 1, 1. For process P4, 4 minus 0 is 4, 3 minus 0, 3 and 3 minus 2 is 1. Now, this is the remaining need for execute all these processes. First of all, we have to check by taking current availability which process can be executed. So, current available is 332. Here check which process can be executed now. From starting process for executing P1, this available resource is sufficient to complete its execution. So, first assign process P1. This is the safe sequence for execution. First of all, we will assign process P1. So, P1 will be completes its execution by taking this available resource, because A having 3, B having 3 and C having 2, remaining need is 1, 2, 2, its sufficient resources available. After completion of execution of P1, it will release its current allocation, whatever it is currently taking, that will release by process P1. So, after that available resource will be this much plus this. So, 2 0 0, it will be added with this. So, now current available is how much? 3 plus 2, that is 5 0 0. Now check, by taking this current availability, which process can be executed. So, this process P2 cannot be executed because A request for 6 resource, whereas we are having 5 resources available. So, P3 can be executed 0 1 1, we have no, sorry, this will be 2 plus 3, 5 plus 5, 3 and 2. P2 cannot be executed, P3 can be executed. It requests for 0 1 1 and available is 5 3 2. So, now process P3 will be executed. After completion its execution, allocated resource will be released by the process. So, 2 1 1 will be released. After release, this resource will be freely available. Now, current available resource will be 5 plus 2 is 7, 3 plus 1 is 4, 2 plus 1 is 3. Now it is available for P0 can be executed, P2 can be executed, also P4 can be executed. It is sufficient. After this, you can process in any order, P0, P2 and P4 can be processed in any order. So, let us assign P0. Then 7 4 3, it requires 7 4 3 is available. So, after completion of execution of P0, it will release its current allocation, that is 0 1 1 will be released. So, after adding this resource to this, current available will be 7 5 3. Now, assign this to P2. P2 request for 1 2 2, P2 request for 6 0 0, we are having 7 5 3. So, after completion of its execution, it will release the current allocation, that is 302. So, total available will be how much? 10 5 and 5. So, now remaining is P4. For P4, 4 3 1 is requested, we are having 10 5 7. So, it is sufficient and execute this. Final, after that, this will be added, current allocation will be added. So, finally 10 5 and 7. So, total resource available in the system is 10 5 and 7, and this is the safe sequence to avoid deadlock. This safe sequence may be changed because we have already seen after P1 and P3, P0, P2, P4 can be executed in any sequence. So, this is all about Banker's algorithm. Thank you.